What is up? Welcome to Man, We're Too Old for This, the greatest podcast starring three old men and a millennial on the net. I'm your host, the Todd Father, the blurred Don of the Ville, and joining me as always,
CL113, the droid you're looking for.
The experience that some call Jason.
And the token millennial, Tarky, who is astonished by the energy coming out of this man right now.
it's the... Never mind. All right, so today we're going to be talking about part one of the things that nerds got to look forward to this March. This March is hitting pretty hard. We got the Snyder Cut of Justice League today that none of us have seen yet because, it's early and we ain't had 4 hours to kill. And then we got the Falcon and the Winter Soldier tomorrow. But first, before we get started, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps us with our algorithm. And later on, we'll hawk, the stuff from our store. But we got to pretend we care for a little while. So, who's excited about the Snyder Cut?
I actually am.
Of course you would be.
Well, I went into the first showing of the Justice League optimistic, whether it would suck or not.
Oh, you poor dear.
Yeah, of course you would.
Well, I hate to see any superhero movie fail, but, after seeing some of the other stuff, I was like, I don't know how this is going to go. But I'm going to be, cautiously optimistic. There were parts about the original one I liked, and then everybody started hollering, we want the Snyder Cut, we want the Snyder Cut. And I thought, it'll never happen. Well, guess what? I was wrong. So, I figure in the 4 hours that it's going to be on, there ought to be something I like.
Yeah, and WB's caught a fair amount of hell for giving people what they wanted. As late as last week, they were still catching hell about, you're bound to toxic fandom. They, I keep waiting for somebody from Warner Bros. To go, but they give us money.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they actually have listened to their customer base and went, well, let's give them what they want. Let's see how this works out.
You have not subverted the expectations. Experience, what you got? I know you're excited about it. I can feel it.
I am mildly curious is the best I can give you. I'm not excited. I don't dread. Because I'm really up in the air whether I'll actually watch it. 4 hours is a lot of time.
Well, you can break that up into an hour at a time.
No, you can't. You have to watch all 4 hours at once. And if you stop at any point, you have to go all the way back to the beginning and watch it through where you watched it before. It's in the rules.
Not in my rules.
I'm not familiar with these rules either, but
You need to go reread the rules.
the simple truth is I just don't care, really. I'm a little curious to see what Snyder did with it. Knowing perfectly well this is not the version he would have put in the theaters. This is him after he's had a couple of years to think about it and go in and refilm God knows how much of it.
This is true.
But the truth is, I'm not impressed with the man's work particularly. He did a pretty good job on Watchmen. But Watchmen is supposed to be dark. Dark stuff he does all right with.
Are you trying to say he's like a mushroom?
No, I'm trying to say he doesn't. I don't think the man believes in actual heroes, so he doesn't make fictional ones very well.
Yeah, I get it, man.
That I agree with you.
Watchmen doesn't really have a hero in it.
Yeah.
So that kind of worked for him.
I would love to see him do The Authority.
The Authority, I think, would be a great one for him to do.
Yeah, I think he would rock on The Authority. I'm with Jason. Well, I put it like this. It has a hell of a trailer. It's got Darkside in it. I like Darkside.
Mm-hmm.
That's whether I like this or not totally depends on whether I like Darkside or not. Because the rest of it I've seen already, and it sucked.
Well, hold on. I'd like to give some credit in my book to the movie pre-Snyder Cut of I enjoyed the whole gathering up the troops section of it.
Yeah.
Where it's just Batman walking down and casually just doing his detective thing in front of them, being this is who you are, I know who you are, I know what powers you got. Let's roll. I loved that.
I'm wondering.
part of that had me angry or sad because it's just like, okay, you're gathering up the specialists in a way that's cool. I like this.
I truthfully wish we could watch it with John. Like if we could talk him into watching it again.
I don't think that'll happen.
Because John literally sat there with most of the movie with his head in his hands, just shaking his head because he hated the Flash so bad.
I was about to say, John was like me. The one thing I can say that I loathed in that movie was their version of the Flash.
Yeah, their version of the Flash was horrible. I'm hoping I will forgive them some if they just cut out him tripping.
Yeah.
The tripping got on my nerves. The first time he did it was like, but he kind of kept doing it, and like Batman was always the one to catch him. So I'm like, how the fuck fast is Batman that this dude is going
Mach 1?
Yeah, he's so fast that hell he's leaving a light trail behind him, but Batman's still quick enough to catch him when he trips.
Because he's Batman.
Yeah, pretty much.
The thing
it was prep time. He had prep time.
Yeah. The thing I want to see is after we watch Aquaman, and in the Aquaman movie, that's the first time he ever met Mara, much less went to Atlantis. But yet in the Justice League movie, he swam down there and he knew her, and they let him swim into a highly secure area without even blinking. I want him to explain that to me.
Oh, I figured it's because he used his talking to fish power. What?
Yeah, but that talking to fish would get him so far. The armed guards that are standing there guarding the mother box.
They're fish. That's all they are. They're just fish.
Well, what that is, Danny, is somebody else doing the movie. And much like Fox with its X-Men movies, the studio wasn't trying to keep things, straight. They just didn't care.
Yeah.
That's just a lack of craftsmanship on the part of the studio.
That was one of those times that you just bring in, you do the Jason quote. Well, this don't make sense. Why you got to bring up old shit? Okay. How does he meet her the first time when he met her a movie ago? Why you got to bring up old shit? Okay.
Sorry, I like my continuity.
Well, that's where you went wrong. That and Sunshine. You won't have continuity, and in a Snyder film, you won't have Sunshine. We should play a drinking game.
To be fair, that is Snyder's version of continuity.
That's true.
The sun doesn't exist in my world.
Yeah. Hey, man, it's some hell of a continuity. Why? I guess it all happened last night because the sun never came up. It's all one big night. I want to see him collaborate with Tim Burton just to see how
my God.
I just want to see how damn dark and depressing a movie he can make.
Shit, people have to go into that movie with mood enhancers and a flashlight.
No.
I can't see.
See, you put Tim Burton in it. Johnny Depp's going to be in the movie then, and that lightens it up for everybody.
Yeah, but it'd be Goth, Edward Scissorhands, Johnny Depp is depressing as hell. No, hell, I forgot he can't be in it because Amber Heard's in it. I'm pretty sure there's a restraining order.
Amber Heard has been kicked from the role of Mara.
Yeah, that's all.
Johnny Depp is now Mara.
What happened?
All right,
Johnny Depp came down there. She had
back to the Snyder Cut. But
I don't know. Like I said, my whole everything on me depends on how well do they do Darkside. If they do a cool Darkside, I'm in there. Rumor is though they actually say this movie has impressed the Warner Brothers execs with Jared Leto's Joker.
Yeah, but how many times has Warner Brothers lied to us about their superhero movies?
Every superhero movie they do. What's your point?
Just pointing that out to anybody that doesn't keep up closely.
And also, like, are they doing that because they actually like it, or because Jared Leto has a cult?
Probably a little both.
Probably either.
Because, like, admittedly, it is kind of like a low-hanging fruit to be like, hey, we really like this cult leader. We'll probably make another movie with him. Oh, that's sweet cult money coming in. Love it.
Well, that's my only thing about the Snyder Cut, though, is Warner Bros. Has come out and said, now, I preface this with going, if they get a whole hell of a lot of hits today, this weekend, they probably would change their mind. But right now, that universe is dead. So you get the Snyder Cut, and it's going to end on some kind of cliffhanger because there was supposed to be a 2 and a 3. So it's like, oh man, it's great. What happened? Then, yeah, it just over. It got canceled. So like I said, I'm curious to see how it's gonna go. I don't think it's gonna. This is a good way to segue into the next movie, the one that the TV show that starts tomorrow. I don't think Snyder Cut is going to beat Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't.
Snyder's got a fair amount of fans. They're very vocal fans, and I'm sure they will all watch it, along with other people that are just curious. But yeah, I'm kind of with you. I don't think it's got the hype to the general public that Falcon and Winter Soldier's got.
And even as hardcore as the Snyder fans are online, Stacky got a whole hell of a lot of fans.
Yeah.
There's like hours and hours of them just on press tours. I know, I was watching them this morning.
Yeah, with a Snyder Cut, it's like, hey, do you want a 4-hour version of a movie you've already seen and wasn't that great? And like, it'll make money, but it won't be. It's not going to be some kind of groundbreaking thought experiment.
No, I don't.
Whereas
think it's...
this, with Falcon Winter Soldier coming in, it's like, hey, this is going to break some ground, probably just based off the fact that like WandaVision was so horrendously good.
Yeah. And everything I've seen clip-wise of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it don't look like TV. It looked like a movie.
Yeah,
So,
it looked like they just picked up from the tail end of Endgame and went, hey, here's Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You're like, oh.
Yeah, I have only seen one clip from Falcon Winter Soldier so far, and that was the whole, wait, when did you have time to read The Hobbit? I read it when it came out.
That was funny.
That's the only clip I've seen.
That one was damn funny. The clip that I saw this morning was it was a GMA clip, and looked like Falcon was working for the government or something, because that scene that you've seen in the commercials where he's like fighting the helicopters, it was that. They had him sneaking into some country that the U.S. basically couldn't be seen as there. So they kind of airdropped him to handle business. And he's got Red Wing back.
Yeah, I saw that in the trailer.
It has missiles.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how trusting I would be of the U.S. government as Falcon.
Well, he's probably in trouble.
Yeah.
Remember, he was wanted from Civil War, and then he got snapped out. I don't know if them charges go away because, of death. It seems like they should. That seems like the ultimate penalty for whatever the hell it was that you did. But, he came back, so.
Yeah, him and Bucky both.
Yeah. I'm curious how the hell they're going to explain that Bucky's even loose. That Joker got charges for decades.
Well, he may still be in hiding when it starts up.
Yeah, holy shit, it's the Winter Soldier catching him.
Wait, did Bucky get snapped?
Yeah. Bucky and Falcon both got snapped.
Yep.
Well, I mean, to be fair, over the course of that 5 years, they could explain it with something along the lines of, yeah, Black Widow had spent the years gathering the evidence to show he was under mental, duress.
That's true. They could explain it away like that. Or it could start up with him still in hiding, and Falcon falls out with the government, and then they're working together. Who knows? I'm looking forward to finding out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm looking forward to seeing Wyatt Russell as a Patriot.
As U.S. agent.
U.S. agent. Because he was in good shape anyway, and they said when he got the role, he hit the gym something fierce. And he said he wanted this generation to look at him the way past generations looked at his dad playing Snake Plissken. He wanted people to go, ooh,
True, because hell, getting John Walker is something that you could keep popping up.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Because he's hoping this turns into
Hey, you're
movies
you're the Captain
more
America
TV
that
show.
everybody wishes Chris Evans would come back for. Hey.
Yeah. But I know from some of his other works, he does a good action role.
I seriously doubt Marvel would put somebody in their stuff that couldn't.
Yeah.
They have not really dropped the ball when it comes to getting people to play a role.
And a side shout out for Wyatt Russell. He went to school here in Huntsville at UAH and played on their hockey team.
Damn, did he?
Yep.
No
and his parents would come here, and they had either a house or a condo something here, and they would come watch him play.
Damn.
So little trivia there for you.
That poor guy.
He would have went pro if he hadn't have got injured, and that's when he was like, you know what? I think I'm going to go into acting.
Mom, Dad, pull some strings from me, all right?
I'm tired of this sport where I have knives on my feet. I want to smile for a camera.
And thankfully, Mom and Dad have great insurance, so I can have teeth again.
Thankfully, Mom and Dad know the people who get me in the movies.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, Dad, I'm tired of this. Put me in movies.
I'm sure he got there solely on his own merit.
I'm sure he stayed there on his own merit.
Okay.
I can't think of any movie he's from, so I can't really.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen him in anything.
He was in Overlord, and if you hadn't asked me, I could have told you.
Who was he in Overlord?
Was he the skeleton in Overlord?
No, he was the sergeant or the.
Okay, I got you.
He was one of the ones that survived. Because at the end of Overlord, when you're sitting there and they've just blown up that mountain, and the U.S. rolls in, they're like, "We're such and such. It blew up," and he lies and tells them, that none of that supernatural crap exists.
Oh,
Him and the other person, they're like, "Yep, it blew up, all dead."
Okay, so he's gonna be one of those characters that I'll be sitting there watching, going, "Where the hell made him?" Or I go back and watch Overlord years from now and go, "Oh yeah, he was in this." Okay.
Yeah, if you could pull up IDBM and
That's too much light work. I do that for women. Ooh, who's that? She's cute. And then I pull them up because I'm a pig. Guys, yeah, I don't give a shit. I recognize you someday.
Or not.
Dude, it ain't been but a year or so that I realized that Anthony Mackie played Tupac in Notorious. I don't give 3/5 of a damn about dude. I was like, shit! Fucking playing Tupac!
he was also in 8 Mile.
Yeah, I don't give a damn about 8 Mile. I know he was in 8 Mile because he talks about being in 8 Mile every third YouTube video of him and Stack. Somebody brings up him being in 8 Mile. That's old news. Tupac was a big deal. And they're watching the torch. Holy shit! And Dad's like, yeah, it is. Shit, he played Tupac. Sweet. He's being typecast all this time. Woo-hoo.
Jennifer and I were watching something. I can't remember what it was, but in the Ant-Man, you got the guy that everybody wants to hear him break down what happened.
Yeah, Luis.
Luis, yeah. What's the actor's real name?
Something Pena. I forget his first name.
Yeah. Anyway, we were watching something. I'm like, oh, it's Pena from Ant-Man. And I'm sitting there watching it, but I didn't say it out loud. And Jennifer's like, what do we know him from? And I'm like, think about it a minute. Played in Fantasy Island. He's also been in Ant-Man. Oh, that's why he looks so familiar. Yep. Michael Pena?
Yeah.
He's actually been in a fair amount of stuff.
Yeah, he goes back a ways.
Yeah, because truthfully, the first thing I remember him from was The Shield. Remember he was on Vic Mackey's team. He was in the Shield. Because when I saw him do comedic stuff, I was like, the hell?
Well,
matter of fact, I was sitting in Ant-Man going, the hell? He's funny?
I think he was actually a comedian before the Shield.
Yeah.
Well,
Todd, I'm super worried about something I just thought of.
What's that?
So they don't call what happened with Thanos the snap?
Yeah, they call it the blip.
Yeah, what if they saved Snap because that's Falcon's villain persona?
Oh, God, don't make me.
Because you saying that he played Tupac means that someone in Disney has seen him play as Tupac and went, oh, we could do Snap with this man.
That's the one thing I like about MCU Falcon is they got rid of 90% of the shit that I hate about comic book Falcon.
Yeah.
You know, they eventually made him talking to birds cool, but it sucked for a long time.
Yeah. It wasn't until he had birds acting as spies for him.
Yeah, it wasn't until he got the ability to talk to birds plural it became neat.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, it's a spy character. Yeah, and, you know, you could talk to birds. Yeah, you'd be a hell of a, operative. Other than that, like, this motherfucker talks to his pet bird. It's just weird.
Yeah.
I much prefer Red Wing with missiles.
Yeah.
In fact, when I saw that scene, I was like, man, that is so much better than a fucking bird.
Yep. Of course, now that it's all Agatha's fault.
I'm also not addressing your horrendous Snap idea. Not that I like the blip either. The blip, that sounds too cutesy for something that horrific.
Yeah.
Well, the first place they used that was that horrific Spider-Man movie, so.
Yeah, they were originally calling it the Decimation. Which, yeah, if you live through something like that, calling it some little cutesy, it was the blip. No, your ass was gone. You were dead for 5 years. That ain't no blip.
Yeah. I can understand them not calling it the snap, because unless you were there and witnessed Thanos do that,
yeah, you
why would
know
you call it the snap?
Yeah.
But when the world falls apart, that kind of fucked up.
Especially with them doing their best to give it weight.
Yeah.
Because they, WandaVision, people are screwed up because that happened. The bad, the guy that was leading Sword, his whole personality twist was because, I lived through that. It sucked.
Yeah.
Monica was having shit because, I got
She
snapped
died
away and my mom was died while I was gone. Yeah, then to come up, it's the blip. The blip sounds like you tripped on something.
Yeah. That was one thing I did like in WandaVision when they show you her come back. The whole hospital is in chaos. It's like, okay, that right there holds some weight. That shows you that just a mini microcosm of what went on. Imagine that worldwide.
Imagine if 4 people just suddenly appeared in your house out of dust.
Yeah,
that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, so they lived there, and you bought the house, and all of a sudden, what do you mean you moved in my house?
Ghost, man.
Yeah. Somebody was talking about it on one of the things, like, okay,
Aunt May appeared in her apartment 5 years after she had been gone, and there were people in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
But yeah, you imagine, your spouse and kids die, you survive, you move on with your life.
Well, the best thing out of the Spider-Man Far From Home was that one teacher that he thought his wife had disappeared. Yeah, she just left him. He finds out later, no, she disappeared. No, she just dipped.
Yeah, the best part of that movie was everybody not in the title.
Yeah.
Everybody
but Spidey was funny in that movie.
Yeah. So, any last words on part 1 of Geekdom? There'll be a part 2 because, this March is so cool. Not only do we have the Snyder Cut and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, later on we've got Invincible and Godzilla v. Kong. So, any last words on these first 2?
I'm looking forward to watching the Snyder Cut tonight with my wife. I know we'll have to end up breaking it up into 2 parts because my wife, she hates watching, anything more than 2 hours loses her attention. So we'll probably end up breaking it up into 2 parts.
Then it says like that, like he's watching with like, everybody knows you hate women. Keep going.
I do not hate women.
You're making her watch the Snyder Cut, so you might.
Hey, she has made me watch some movies that I want my hours back from.
Yes,
So
yes.
Now you want
Yes. Revenge is a perfectly acceptable tool within a relationship. We understand.
This sounds super
Thank
healthy.
you. You're married also. You get it.
No, I was lying. This is a terrible thing you're doing.
That both of you are doing. Everybody involves a terrible person.
Like I learned to try to stop doing the thing you're doing.
Yeah, daddy. All right.
I'm looking forward to
that does
Falcon and
hate
Winter
women,
Soldier,
what
though.
else
That's the
you
one
got
I'm
stuff?
actually kind of excited for.
Falcon Winter Soldier, I'm super excited about.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
Even Jennifer's looking forward to watching that. She enjoyed the she didn't enjoy the first 2 episodes, but after it went back into color, she enjoyed the rest of WandaVision. So she's looking forward to Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, and for my part, I have been looking forward to Falcon and the Winter Soldier since I started watching the press tours for Winter Soldier. Because that's been a thing. Is Sebastian Stan himself was like, oh, after 4 press tours that somebody finally go, hey, maybe we ought to give them a show. I would watch the 2 of them in damn near anything.
Yeah.
So that show has the best chance of disappointing me because my bar's up there like, oh, this is gonna be good. Where it's Snyder Cut, I could watch it and be like, man, damn thing's damn good because hey, the dog didn't pee in the carpet.
Yeah. I can't remember who it was that was talking in Hollywood was talking about, I would like to have a buddy cop movie and have Mackie and Stan do it and let me be the villain,
They've shipped them from everything from 48 Hours to Miami Vice. But anyway, we get off into a whole bunch of stuff. So, Jason, did you ever say your last words?
Just that I was really looking forward to Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay. All right. So that's been our show for this week. I have been your host, the Blurred Dawn of Huntsville, the Todd Father, and joining me as always,
CDL 113, the droid you're looking for.
The experience that some call Jason.
And the token person forced to drink caffeinated water because soda's too much. Tarky.
Oh, are you going to pimp our shop at all, Todd?
what'd you say?
Are you going to pimp our shop at all?
Give me time, man. Give me time.
He's old. He can't have extra time.
I was chuckling about Tarky's weird millennial thing. Anyway, yes. For those of you that might be interested, we have a shop. We have merch. We have a Nerd Eternal shop on Teespring. Highly affordable, I guess.
You can buy a droid you're looking for shirt.
That's true. We do really have a real cool droid we're looking for a shirt. You can buy mugs, handbags,
Face masks.
They are double-sided, so if you haven't had your vaccine yet or you're scared to get the vaccine, you can always go and buy some face masks from us. We would appreciate it. Like I said before, like, share, subscribe. Anything you do helps us with the YouTube algorithm. And God knows we need it for so long. Let's see. Jason, what's everything we're on now? I know we're on Spotify, Radio Public,
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, YouTube. Man, I really should have wrote all these down.
Yeah, that's really kind of the big ones.
Yeah.
We're on there's quite a few spots that you can get your podcasts from that we're on. I mean, some of the big ones in India, like you said, Spotify. I believe we're on Amazon and not iTunes. What does Apple call it now? What was iTunes? Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts, yeah. But anyway, that has been our show for the week. And please feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment, share it with your friends, share it with your enemies. I don't care. Time down, make them listen to it. It'd be fun. So anyway,
send a copy of the link to all your friends and family members. Your local senators, congressmen.
Yeah, send it,
send it worldwide.
More importantly, send them links to the shop. Go buy something.
Yeah.
Everything you buy helps us out. So anyway, that has been our show this week, and thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you later.
Peace.